Running an agency where a lot of projects are profitable is a key challenge, and a lot of us who know what I'm talking about will seek for practices, skills, and tools to increase the profitability of every project we make. And today, I want to show you how Kanban as a technique can improve how you handle projects and get you better results. It's the outcome-driven approach. So first of all, what you already see on my screen is a Teamhood software. So it's an app that is focused on Kanban project management. And on the left side, I have a structure of boards, these list items. So I have 2 boards for very large clients because these clients order multiple projects from me, and we do together handle them in each board separately. That makes my structure a very convenient one. And then I have a separate board called mini projects, where each row or swim lane, as per Kanban terms, represents a client, and then it can have smaller number of projects living under that row. But the main idea is, if you have large clients and they are continuously getting services from you, you should create a separate board and make it, as nice and well structured as possible. So in here I'm using swim lanes for a project because these are like longer term projects and they have many deliverables under each one of them. And as you see, Kanban is great for visualizing how you work. Now, what I just showed you is a super neat trick available only in Teamhood. You can model both higher level, upstream process, and then lower level, downstream process, meaning once you get going on specific deliverables, you will most likely want to, break down into smaller pieces even further and delegate additional tasks to your team members, set deadlines, or add various data just to specify what needs to be done. And Teamhood can offer that. It's quite flexible to model and fit the way you work, not the other way around. Inside each Kanban card, you will have a lot of different things that you can fill in. So a key goal here is to make sure that everything is centralized in a single system. Then you will be able to take, quality prioritization decisions, as well as people who work on tasks. They will have higher chance of succeeding. And as you see, I can model this workflow in any board, even in my mini projects. That gives me, as a manager, a great overview. I don't need to go into details, but people working in my team, they will most likely have that in progress status expanded. And of course, they will set even additional things, such as just showed you, work in progress limits, because you shouldn't be doing too many projects at the same time. That means they all will be delayed. You should focus only on few and just, as it's said in Kanban, start finishing, stop starting. So Teamhood offers these features to fulfill your Kanban system to the, limits of its potential. If you're working on the data where you track hours, how much you spend on each task, you will most likely utilize also different views, not only Kanban, such as like this list. It has formulas and various numeric fields which help you calculate how many hours have you estimated, how many hours have you already tracked, what's the hourly rate that you agreed with the client, and then what's the total bill at the current given time. Or you can even calculate differences between estimated hours and actually tracked hours. So this will give you the real answer whether you're being profitable or not. If you're going over the estimate, if you're already spending money on the project, that's a first sign, or maybe already a second sign that it's not gonna work out. But of course, we need to do what makes our clients successful. So just get it done and be smarter on the next one. Easy to say that. There are tools to help you with this, control mechanism. And in Teamhood, you will find timesheet reports which aggregate data by various data groups. First one could be just by person. How many times has a person tracked on which projects? If it's not by person, okay, fine, group it by a project and see how much in total have you tracked and what's the final bill. Maybe you're using skills as resources, as I'm using here as tags. So each tag is like design, copywriting, technical website work, everything can be flexibly designed in here. If you have questions, when can you start new projects? when some specific skill set is available, Workload tool is also here. Again, a single system to do everything. And in that Workload tool, you will be able to plan ahead your projects and answer the question, when can I start new projects without overloading my people? And it has a nice breakdown per person. You can also have different grouping options by resource, by project. Well, it's up to you how you work. Again, Teamhood tool doesn't push you to work in different manners or different ways. It tries to fit the flow you do right now. And the last thing, really the last thing I want to show you, again, it's something as a high-level overview of all your boards. Each Kanban board can be a project or a set of deliverables, and then it needs to be grouped in the grand totals. You know, what's the total progress? How much time have we estimated? Is there any limit? I don't know if you noticed, but in the first part of the video, in some of the rows, you might have seen limits. So it means how many hours we agreed with the client for the projects, and we should keep track of that as well. So this is super convenient. And Kanban is really great at many things that you can do. So I hope this, open up some thinking in your brain and you will be able to benefit.